KCBS News Time 1220. What do you do on your lunch break? Maybe you grab a quick sandwich or walk around the block, listening to the radio the whole time, of course. Well, for employees at eBay and other companies across the country, it's time to get in a little gardening. Here to explain on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline is Elise Festenstein. She's manager of community partnerships with Bon Appetit, which sets up community gardens in the workplace. Thanks a lot for talking to us today. Well, this sounds delightful. How does it work?
Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for having me. Yeah, so I work with Bon Appetit Management Company, and we're an on-site restaurant company serving colleges and universities and corporate headquarters and specialty venues all across the country. We have about 500 cafes in over 33 states. And we're all about cooking from scratch and using socially responsible ingredients. And so there's no better way to get, fresh produce in the cafes and learn about where your food comes from than by gardening. And so at a lot of our cafes all across the country, we've been helping to support, gardens that are run by students, some by employees at corporate headquarters. There's all different sorts of setups out there.
So it's all voluntary? The employees don't have to go, till in the garden, do they?
No, it's all voluntary. The eBay example is a really interesting one. The employees get to actually rent a garden bed, and along with that garden bed, they get seeds, they get plant starts, and this is all organized by an outside company called StartOrganic. And then StartOrganic actually will host monthly workshops about what they should be planting in the garden around that time of year, how to harvest it correctly, and what to do with it at home. And so the employees at eBay will get to take it home at the end of the day. But it's different. It's different at every place. Sometimes the food goes into our cafes for the employees to eat, or guests to eat during lunch. Sometimes they get to take it home. It's all very dependent on the community where it's at.
So besides fruits and veggies, what does a garden like this bring to the workplace?
Yeah, well, of course, food, but I think another big component is hands-on food education, how to grow food and know where your food comes from. StartOrganic, like I said before, eBay's partner, their mission is to provide garden education to people with 9-to-5 jobs. So, normally during the workday, you would not be getting this sort of extracurricular education, but, these gardens provide that for employees.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, where have some people gone with it? It is a big deal when you garden because it's more than just enjoyable. You do learn so much.
Yeah. Well, not only are people learning the physical act of how to grow food, but the why as well, why it's important to grow your own food. And at SAP headquarters in California, their garden was actually started by our staff, by some of our chefs out there, and they wanted to do it to help increase guest appreciation and guest awareness of seasonal and local produce. So not only is, how to grow a tomato important, but the flavor and the importance of growing locally as well.
All right. Well, maybe you can come out here and teach us to dig a couple of holes and plant a couple of things. Thanks very much for talking to us. We appreciate it. That's Elise Festenstein. She is the manager of community partnerships with Bon Appetit.